Hi, my name is Bree, and today we are doing day 12 of the Advent calendar. We're going to make a Rice Krispie treats. Everybody makes these. It's not like much of a recipe. All you need is really 3 ingredients. Mini marshmallows of some sort, butter, and then a box of Rice Krispies. You can get the name brand, you can get the off brand, it doesn't really matter. Just whatever you prefer. You can do it with other cereals if you want. If you really like a certain cereal, go ahead and do that. I'm just doing the basic one because that's what my family likes. Also, you can add sprinkles, chocolate chips, anything you want. Okay, so, and you really don't even need to write down the recipe. Every time you grab one of these bags, I guarantee that this recipe is on here. So you can just look and it says, this particular one is off-brand, so it says crisp rice squares because they wouldn't dare use the name brand name because it's off-brand. All you need is a 1/4 cup of great value sweet cream butter, or you just use any butter you want. So we got some butter here. A 1/4 cup, for your reference, is 4 tablespoons, which is a 1/2 stick of butter. Okay, so you're gonna need a 1/2 stick of butter. And then you're going to need, what does this one say? 1 pack of marshmallows, which we got in my hand. And then we're gonna need 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereals. I got the family size box. The reason why I got this size box is because, well, it's a better value for your money. That's not always the case. You have to pay attention to the prices. But I'm also going to use this box to make another kind of cookies. So this is why I got this particular larger box. Normally you could just get the regular size box, and that's about 6 cups. Okay, so what we're going to do is melt the butter and marshmallows together, and then once it's all melted, we're going to add the Rice Krispies in there, and then we're going to spread it out on the pan. I like to do a casserole dish so it has squares. Press it down and then let it cool, and it's ready to eat. It's really simple to make. It's probably the simple of all treats, and it seems like everybody loves them. I will recommend that you heavily grease anything that you're going to spread the Rice Krispies out with. Grease the spoon, grease the pan, grease everything, because otherwise you're gonna have a mess on your hands. Grease your hands if you're gonna use that, so it doesn't stick, because this is a sticky mess. All right, so let's get going. Actually need the knife here. So 1/2 stick of butter. Oh gosh, this paper is so off. Like following the paper, this says it's a 1/2 stick of butter. I don't know why you would ever do that, but I just gotta eyeball it because I can. And I like to, this is totally my preference. I like to cut the butter up. You don't have to, but I like to cut it up rather than stick it in as a big chunk, just because it melts faster. So let me move it over a little bit. What I will do is cut it up into cubes and then throw it in there. Only because it melts faster, and I'm always impatient. Like, you can totally just throw that whole 1/2 chunk in there and it will be fine. Okay, so we're gonna save that for later. Now I got butter on my hands, let's just wipe that off. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on low heat. Throw all the marshmallows in. Yeah, it's probably, directions say probably melt the butter first and then put the marshmallows in, but like I said, I just cut the butter up real small and it goes real fast. You do what you want to do. All right, come on down with me. Let's walk this to the stove. Anybody afraid of gas stoves? I grew up using a gas stove, so I'm enjoying this luxury. I mean, I haven't used one in many, many years. Okay, so we've got, I think this is the back one. We got the front one. We normally have a light. We don't want it that high. That's way too high. Probably want it like that high. All right, so we got our pot. Now I gotta raid my brother's drawers real quick. Normally wouldn't recommend doing that, but he said I had permission, so I asked for his blessing before I even filmed anything. If I would have just looked over, I would have seen a whole thing of spoons. Found one. They were actually on the counter, and you can see right in here. Let's see if there's a light. Yay, light. You can see that the butter is already melted in there. And we're just gonna be like, this is gonna be super fast. So fast that what I forgot to tell you is you should, I'm gonna actually turn this off. I guess I was distracted. You should measure out your Rice Krispie cereal first, because this is going to go by so quick. So let's go back and get 6 cups of cereal. All right. Okay, so what I did was I found these 2 pans that he had. I greased those. And then now I found this also large bowl that I'm just going to use to hold the Rice Krispie cereal. Okay. There's 4 cups. And there's 6 cups altogether. I'm gonna leave that box over there by the stove, just in case I'm mixing it around and I think I need a little more. All right, now let's finish this up. Let's turn the fire back on. And look, it's almost already melted, but it's been on low, so. So we got this going. I need to find like some kind of base I can do this at. And because I left it on low, well, I turned it off, but it has leftover cooking in it. We're gonna have this come together real fast. All the butter's already melted. And in just a minute, this is going to be done. What I forgot about using like a gas stove is you can always smell like the gas cooking, the propane. I guess I really don't like that. I thought I would, but I don't. And also, it like produces heat. Like my electric stove doesn't like heat me up like this thing does. Which I'm cold. I was cold before I started all this, but man, does this make this whole room hot. I imagine in the summertime that makes this thing miserable. Things I forgot from however many years ago it was since I used a gas stove. Maybe I'm so used to electric stoves now, I love it. See, we're almost all melted. We're gonna stop when we can't see the marshmallows anymore, like the actual forms. And we're just gonna throw the whole thing in there. And because this is gas and I know it's still hot, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off now. We have that residual heat coming through, and those grates are still gonna be hot enough to melt it. I don't need extra heat on this thing. We are almost done. I should have brought the bottle of vanilla over here, because what I really like to do is just add vanilla to this. but I didn't, so it's too late for that. And you just want to make sure it's all coated. And then we're gonna go and pour it in a pan. And because I need two hands, I'm gonna have to stop. You don't get to watch me do that, but that's okay. Use your imagination. So I'm a liar. I went and moved the camera just for you. Okay. Here you go. Watch you pour. I don't know, maybe one pan's just gonna be enough. Maybe I just normally double this. I can't. All right, my battery died while I was pouring, but this is what it looks like. One square pan, and then a little bit of leftover on this pan, but it's okay. My kids will just pick it up and eat it. I predict that these are going to be gone before the end of the day. Okay, I just moved that to the table. I need to go get out the other cookies real quick. All right, the Rice Krispie treats are cooled off now. They don't take very long to cool off, and they are delicious. They're everything you could want, and they're so simple. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.